Hello? Hey, I'll be right down. Cool. Time to go to New York. Good morning.
What's up, dog? Holy cow, have some more backpacks. Yeah, I didn't tell you to buy this backpack.
This is not approved.
This is not a waterproof backpack. What is this? Oh, I'll have to do my couch bag, and I have my VersaPack, and that's it. I'm packing some light, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Pack light, pack light, pack light. Probably get some retard at the airport who doesn't like cameras either. What's this? It's a camera. What's this?
What's it for?
It's a part for the camera. What's the camera for?
Filming stuff.
Filming stuff. Why are you doing it? Because we're two Canadian idiots going to New York. When in doubt, I'm just going to plead yokel. Oh, I didn't know.
I don't know about such things.
I don't know about such things. We only have dog sleds.
And goes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you're Canadians, isn't that cute?
Look at them rub head. Cute.
Yeah, let me show you how to skin stuff. You recording?
Yeah.
Okay. So we made it through customs. I'm now officially, kind of in America, I guess, but I'm still in Canada, but it's that whole American thing. And of course, the sounds of the airport are fantastic. There's like alarms and buzzers and everything. But so we're going through customs, and I made it to the customs guy. The first custom guy takes one look at me and goes, "Yeah, you can go into the back room." I'm like, "What? Is it the haircut?" So I go in the back room, and I'm like waiting, and I'm like totally looking kind of scared rabbit because I don't want to, do the wrong thing or whatever. And this basketball player, linebacker combo comes out of the customs office. Huge African-American guy. And he's like, "Where are you going?" "New York." "Why?" "I just want to do some touring and stuff." "Can you open your bag?" So I open up my bag, and of course on the top of my bag, because my bag is a hatch bag that's black, and I'm wearing a thermite VersaPack, which is also black. I've got matching tactical luggage with a flat top, right? I open up the top, and laid out all across the top is like my Innova X5, my Reputer, my butane lighter, my Voivod butane lighter from Japan, like all the high-speed James Bond kit, right? And he's like picking up my watch, doesn't even turn it on, nothing. It's just he's like throwing all this stuff aside. He goes, "What's in this bag here?" I go, "My laptop." "You're not programming down there?" "No, I'm not doing any programming. It's just for my journal." "Oh. Yeah, all right. What do you do for a living?" "I'm a security guard." And at that moment, he decided I was a wannabe, which was good, So then he was like, "Yeah, all right." And he just went back into his room. He really, he's a nice guy. And I'm glad that he really didn't care and decided to really, rip me apart. But, that was weird. So I got to go to the special room. Church.
Please proceed to gate E77 for immediate boarding.
Church. Go to church. So then I didn't get to go to the extra special room, but I saw the extra special room, and it had like all the bulletproof glass, and then the other guys who had the glass between them and whoever they were talking to and stuff. That was fun. But other than that, no problems. Because whenever you're taking off,
exciting.
Well, it's like a Friday, because you got the weekend, you don't know what's going to happen, the whole thing could just detonate. You don't know, So it's a good time.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're transitioning. I mean, this is amazing stuff. I mean, we're in
From the ground to the air.
multi-ton aircraft loaded with people and stuff, and we're doing something that 100 years ago couldn't even be thought of. I mean, this is what technology is all about right here, man.
We'll be staying in Chicago for 3 hours.
Anything is possible in Chicago. Damn. And because of this, we now know why the Predator model 82 50 caliber rifle was invented. I'm Albany. I'm 635. I'm on C11.
On time. Futuristic looking.
Walkway is now ending. Oh my God! Please look down.
Please look down.
They let in the country.
We did make it.
Good to know you.
Hey, James.
Hello.
Hey, Jonathan.
Awesome.
John or Jonathan?
Either one.
Whichever, eh?
Yeah. I'm surprised you guys actually wanted to come across the country, but
Oh, yeah. Why not?
Yeah, I mean,
Never been to New York,
say
so.
no.
Well.
I mean, to get an offer like that, I mean,
Yeah.
you know, I was just amazed by where
This one.
picking up our shit. Is it this one?
Yeah.
So I was amazed by just the fact this, because when I heard, oh yeah, there's a college that this guy wants to fly us down to this college, I'm like, no one's gonna fly me down to fucking college. Are you nuts?
Across the country.
Did they look at anything, or did they just take your word for it and go?
well, initially they voted it unanimously, and then somebody took a look at the website, and I think they heard the suicide rant or something.
Oh, I see.
So it passed with a 5-4 vote.
Oh, so
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a close one.
It was a very close one.
But 5 out of 9 people say Sean's okay.
yeah, five. Good. Wi-Fi's hot. So now we must fly like an eagle over the sea. All right.
Are you ready?
Oh yeah. And just get a coffee though. After my feast of peanut butter and jam last night. Hey man,
Gotta slum it.
we got a room with 2 beds. Count them.
2 beds.
And a decent shower. All right, are we rocking?
Yep. Oh, thanks, man.
Sorry. Where the main? Is this like the main building here or what?
That's the administration building. That's the student center. Building with the satellite dish. That's the computer
Place.
Yeah.
Let's pretend this goes as bad as it can. Let's pretend I bomb horribly. Right? What's the worst that's gonna happen?
You have a free paid vacation.
Bingo.
That's right. Goes all back. Steal its soul. That's why it's not letting you take it.
Yeah. You're corrupting the monk.
What's going on?
Okay. Well, everybody, welcome. These are Sean Kennedy and James O'Brien from Rant Radio. We flew in all the way from Vancouver, BC. And they're here to talk about independent media, how the corporations control our lives, all that. So,
All right. Thanks, man. Well, first of all, thanks very much for having us down here. This is a real big highlight for us to come down and talk to you guys. It's really great. I am Canadian. Don't make fun of my accent. So that'll be, any of the little speech patterns you asked me to clarify that, I can do that for you.
Ignore the A's.
Yeah, ignore the A's. I'm consciously trying to stop myself from saying A. It's a trip actually, because on the way down here, I was all tripped out about going to New York, because in Vancouver, BC, we know nothing about New York at all. Of course, we're going to New York. There is no New York. Everything is New York City, right? When you say New York, everything is New York City. So people are like, "Oh, you're going to New York? You gonna be okay? What if you get killed? They're very nervous. And yeah, seriously, it's that scary. People are like tripped out. And I'm like flying down here, and I'm going through customs and stuff, and they're like, "You're gonna need you to bend over." And I'm like, "Okay." Back in 1999. Cimm, James, online name Cimm, comes up to me and says, "Hey,
you're funny. You need to record you and put you on the internet. Which my response was, that's the stupidest idea I've ever heard in my life. He wanted to start a radio station. It was called Rant Radio. We started it. I was the kind of person who just goes off in shopping cart lineups. You know those guys when you're all in the shopping cart and he like looks at something on the tabloids and you're like, "Rah, rah, 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 rah," and he goes off in the middle of the shopping lineup and everyone winds up listening to this poor idiot. Yeah, that was me. And Cimm came in and says, well, we're gonna record that, put that on the air, which I thought was a completely dumb idea.
You thought it was crazy.
Really crazy. And but with this freedom and with the freedoms we have while we still have them comes a massive responsibility. We have to make sure that we are getting out there. Well, that barrier, the barrier of mainstream media exists only in the mind. Okay, there is no barrier there. It's a case of mind over matter. I don't mind because it doesn't matter. Okay, I have. If you build it, they will come, and this is the truth. But you have this image in your mind. And may it be accurate or not, it doesn't matter. That image is still there, and that image is put there for a reason. Fear, if people are afraid, you can make them do anything, and this is something that the media constantly, that's why we're always getting, fear.
Fear and the things.
But that's it, guys. I'm gonna make you late for class. Anyone who's got class, anyone does anyone want to keep going, or does everyone got class, or what's happening here? This guy here is out of here. Take care. All right, thanks, guys. It is hard though, bringing out that point. We make a lot of jokes about screaming about the TV, but you know what? It's very depressing to be in this mindset, to fight against the machine. It is hard. You bet it's hard.
Oh yeah, I get in battles with my girlfriend and her sister all the time because I live with them and I'm constantly watching the news and I hate every second of it, but I'm so addicted to it that I can't not watch it.
And it's the trial. It's the daily trial of it. That's the gradual burn. It's easy to get mad and do all this stuff for a summer. You go to a couple protests, wave a sign around. But it's hard to do it for like 5 years.
Yeah.
On the long term. And you're there for the big burn, and guys come in and they're all excited, and then they leave and stuff like that. And it's hard because you get bitter. You think you're the only guy out there doing this shit, and it's very hard. It's very hard. And if you when we met Jello in University of Washington. I asked him if he had any tips on how to how do you keep going? How do you just day to day? And I can't remember what the lady who was there speaking was. She was some activist as well, and it's unfortunate I can't. But she said that it's important that you do have support and you don't do it all on your own, because if you try to do it all on your own, you will burn out. Architecture up there, man.
Body armor.
Looks like the kind of place you have a sword fight.
Yeah, it all looks like a movie set, doesn't it?
The whole thing looks like a giant movie set, which is cool.
Yes.
I'm into that. We were just in a store where you could buy a dead baby skeleton, like a real fetal dead baby skeleton, for $5,000, which means that you can get anything here in New York, because if you can buy a dead baby skeleton, what can't you get, really? I'm trying to think of something more extreme than a dead baby skeleton, a dead fetal baby skeleton. I mean, really. What, the flesh? I have no idea.
can say King Kong has got fuck all on me.
Yeah, that'll work. And you can hang off of it off the top. Swing around.
I'll jump. Duck, 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 duck. I don't actually do that, actually. I pick and choose, yeah. I'm a real choosy shooter, yeah. I don't... Well, no, I'll take like 2 shots of a scene or something like that, but usually I'll find I'll burn off a whole roll, and then, you know, I'll get like a shot that's worth a damn. But if I pick and choose, I might get 6-7 shots. You know what I mean? So I got an interesting shot of the city just on a bad downward angle, and it's just like urban. You know, it's just like sprawl, yeah. It's the perfect, like, it'd be like a wallpaper, yeah. Some fantastic smells down here, let me tell you. It smells like cabbage and rotting fish. We're in ChinaTown in New York, and looks like there was some kind of really hardcore origami fight. I don't know what's going on, but looks like it's cool. This is a lot of litter. I said everybody seems to be wishing everybody else a Happy New Year. So I'm thinking this is Chinese New Year, which is fucked up that we just happen to be in New York for Chinese New Year. I don't know what's going on here, but that's kind of surreal, eh? We just happen to be in New York for Chinese New Year's.
Crazy. Good coincidence.
Kind of makes you think about like fate and destiny and stuff.
This is Barcode. I found Rant Radio at the beginning of 2002 or so, I think we've determined. Looking for industrial music, because Free Covenant's always cool. I've been listening ever since. Occasionally send out stickers to everybody and do crazy stuff like that. So I mostly listen for, well, the entertainment and the music was excellent. And then the talk, because it's actually something to think about, and I can only listen off the hook for so long before it drives me nuts. So there you go.
Hi, I'm Serendipity. I found Rant Radio through Barcode. I started listening to Rant Radio Industrial, and then I turned on Talk because I was curious, and Tales from the Afternoon was playing, and it was bizarre, and I loved it. So from there on in, I have been listening ever since. It's important to me because for years I didn't read newspapers, didn't watch the news, didn't deal with any of that because I knew they were all full of shit. So it gives me a news source that I can at least partway trust. It gives me somewhere to start looking for myself.
I'm Puppet. I heard of Rant Radio through Doodle. She handed me a CD full of Sean Kennedy rants one day. She said, go home, listen to this. Went home, listened to it, went back to her apartment next day, kicked her out of bed. What was that? Where can I get more? She gave me a website, went home, started listening to it. It gives me something else I can sit there and talk about at work, because I form large political discussion groups in front of a nice Wawa in Noka Harbor. Lots of rednecks, lots of hicks, and they don't like anything that's controversial, and it's great to watch them storm off, get in their cars, and almost hit telephone poles on their ways home and to work.
Hi, this is Doodle. I found Rant Radio through Colt, which, that's always good. I like Rant Radio because knowledge is power. I can't think of anything else.
That's good.
So,
Hi, this is MST3K, and I don't want to bore you by repeating what everyone has already said, so ditto goes for me, but also I just want to say the reason I came here today is, just the philosophy is really what gets me going with this group. I mean, the music got me started, the philosophy kept me coming back for more, and it's just really, really refreshing. So, thanks, guys.
All right, this is Alf, aka Inimicus. Serendipity got me into Rant Radio. I was also working in corporate America. Actually had just lost my teaching job because, well, I'm Wiccan. Got into corporate America, turned on to Rant Radio, and ever since I've just been hooked on it. And it's another source to give my students, other than being spoon-fed everything the textbooks give them and what the random media gives them every single day.
But out here in the city, spend the day walking around. It's been interesting to see how much I think people could learn from New York and from a culture like that. Terrence McKenna did an interesting piece. Actually, I'm sorry, telling a lie. On the Terrence McKenna site, deoxy.org, there's an interesting section of the site where they talk about how if we're going to expect how to learn with biodensity and how we're going to get our cities and cultures and people to create more diversity so that we can actually exist as a culture, we need to look at existing models that work.
Would someone please tell me what the fuck is going on? How is it entirely possible that we have this? Is this required? Apparently there used to be like a sex district here where people would have peep shows, which seems a hell of a lot more honest than this. And what gets me is it's 11 o'clock on a night on a what? What day is it today? It's Tuesday. 11 o'clock on a Tuesday night, and it's packed. Granted, we're inside New York City, but there's no way that this should be happening like this. This is just a massive programming wall. This shouldn't be here like this. The money it takes to run this, never mind the design and the ad design and everything else, never mind that, but just the fucking power that's used. And they have the audacity to talk to me about tsunami relief with this shit going on? Why don't you turn this off for a fucking couple of days and funnel that cash over? No one will really notice. It'll be okay. People will still buy computers. I guess this is what America's all about. Personally, I don't think this is what America's all about. I think America's about people, and I think it's about, freedom and things like that. And this here, although it looks like it's freedom, but what it is it's the corporations being free to take up space and time and rape your mind and program you as an individual. That's what this shit is right here. This is fucking disgusting. Hearing a recording of Johnny Cash playing a guitar and singing, and seeing Johnny Cash playing a guitar and singing. There's something about the live aspect, the experience aspect of it, that, and this is why, drugs, like psychedelic drugs and things like that, have such a massive influence on culture, because, we have people that are essentially the lab rats. I mean, when you walk, if we were to sit here for long enough, we'll see the people walk by, drastically overweight. Everyone's kind of, sort of out of their cages, and they get this quick rush, and they'll go back and say, I was in Times Square. What the fuck does that mean?
realistically, what is this? A bunch of fucking concrete light. That's all this is. There's nothing to this. This isn't an event. This isn't life-changing. This doesn't change me as a person, other than the fact it's pissed me off pretty good. You know, but this isn't an event. An event is something like you don't need this. You could be taken out by an old man in the middle of the Amazon. He'll chew some shit mushrooms up in his mouth, spit it in a bowl, throw some juices on it, make you drink it. You will come out of there a whole new human being. You know, this isn't. How the fuck are you supposed to develop as a biological entity completely surrounded by this synthetic? I don't understand that. You know, and you're not going to get anything out of you're not going to get anything out of the prefabricated light display. You know, the LEDs, all this is a television in 3D. That's all this is, in massive split screen. That's all you're getting here. And so, the sad thing is that you go to New York, and people come to see this. I saw a sunset on the Empire State Building, which kicked the fuck out of this, you know, in spades. You know, not even on the same fucking playing field. With this here is designed for one purpose only. This is designed to create want. Because once you have want, you know, you will spend money. So all this money is invested into advertising to make you, the consumer, spend money. But you don't need to spend money. You don't need any of this shit. And no matter how much of this shit you get, it'll never be enough shit. You know, and the self-help industry, handily, there's a special place in hell for those people. You know, the people who know that what they're teaching is just psychobabble and it's not going to go anywhere. You know, but you don't make any money doing what I do. You don't make any money. Well, you know, I got people who donate, who keep me alive, and maybe, you know, eventually I'll be able to, you know, pay my bills and shit and live, you know, fairly well as a human being without, you know, a Beamer and stuff, because I don't want it. I don't need it. You know, the wife would like one, but I'm not real keen on them myself. And you could be content without any of it. But Jesus, the last thing that anybody wants is for people to be content. Nobody wants anyone to be content. Fuck no. You know, because if you're content, you don't do nothing. So we gotta have fear. You have to have, you know, terrorists are out there. There hasn't been a fucking terrorist attack in 6 years, man. Fuck off. You know, where are these terrorists? Where are they? You know, where's this fear coming from? And, you know, to get people's mind off of it, you know, we're gonna super saturate the fucking world. And if people go to New York and they see Times Square and that's what they think New York is, that's sick. That's sick and wrong, you know? And I don't think, it makes me sad, it really does. To think that, you know, you're looking at the MTV building and fucking television screens. You go from watching one television screen to go watch the television screen downtown. It doesn't even make sense. Yeah, right now we're in Toronto. Toronto's airport. Yeah. Gate 120.
Yeah, we're on our way home.
We are on our way home. I'm very happy about that. You know what? Even on the subways, when we were on the subway station, I'm like looking at the subways and I say more to myself than anyone else. I'm like, you know, like Penn Street Station, and like people walking by go, that one. Like they're subway ninjas who know the subway system.
They probably pride themselves like, oh yeah, oh I know it all.
Yeah,
I take the one train to the E, and then you take the north train up, and about 3 stops, and there you are.
Yeah, I remember like 4 years ago there was a power failure, massive power failure. I was the only guy who could navigate the subways in total darkness. It was flooded too, you know? And I didn't have to take the subway because the subway's not running naturally, so we had to run along the lines.
We hopped on some rats.
Some big rats. We got big rats. We rode the rats through the subway tunnels. You know, and then we color-coded them. You know, we branded them and stuff, the D and the F and the 139. Big rats running by. And they made more of a squeaking sound than that roaring sound, but it was nice, you know. Get your people where you gotta go, you know.
We're almost home.
We're almost home. 5 hours. I'm looking forward to it. I want to go home. I miss my dog.
Fantastic smells down here, let me tell you.
We got crap from the customs guys. Cimm got a lot of trouble. Where's your final destination? New York. That's not what your paperwork says. Well, it's kind of a close combat knife. It's not really designed for...
Pretend you're fighting the peanut butter, which you are.
Well, it seems that way, yeah, doesn't it? Fixing my hair.
Oh, Walter Sobchak?
That's very Walter Sobchak. You need the glasses. You need to go to that store downstairs and buy the glasses for Walter.